Welcome to your magic moon message, ladies and gentlemen. The moon is in Taurus. The sun is in Aries. Neptune has entered 0 degrees Aries. Straight like that. We are now reimagining the new you. Neptune will be in Aries from 2025 to 2039. It's a 14-year transit. And even much crazier is Saturn is going to go from 24 degrees Pisces right now to 24 degrees Virgo. And what's very interesting about that is that late Pisces to late Virgo angle covers the entirety of Pluto Sagittarius, meaning that when Pluto was 0 degrees Sagittarius, Saturn was 24 degrees Pisces. And when it was 0 degrees Capricorn, Saturn was then around 24 degrees Virgo. So throughout this entire Neptune in Aries transit, as we are reimagining ourselves and transcending our understanding and identification of ourselves, Gen Z is going to be going through their Saturn return. Oh shit. Gen Z is going to be going through their Saturn return. Oh my God. What the fuck is this? Damn. Alright, ignore that. Ignore that. I don't know. What the fuck? Alright. Other than that, yeah. It's also going to reflect how, if you think the Pluto Capricorn transit that we had brought the Saturn return of course, everyone born in Pluto Scorpio. And the reason why that's very significant is now that, and if you were born from like 83 to 2008, then you have by now had your Saturn return. That was everyone with Saturn Scorpio up until Saturn Pisces. So that's something to keep in mind. A whole new generation is getting ready to come of age. A whole new generation is getting ready to come of age. And they're all crash outs. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. My Taurus friend said she was gonna give me some skin moisturizer, and I was in my head like, I don't need that. I'm all natural. Nah, I think I might need that. So it's cool. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We gonna handle that when it comes time to it. But damn, I just got caught by surprise. I thought, all right, anyway, my beard is growing back. I thought it would take a longer time for it to start going back, but no, this motherfucker is already out here. But yeah, a whole generation of crash outs are coming of age. Saturn in Aries starts with you. That's late 95, 96, and 97, baby. The leaders of the new school, as I like to call them. And now that we've activated this new moon in Aries, and we're moving in this new independent and individual direction, marking our authenticity and individuality, this moon in Taurus is quite literally the natural next step forward, understanding the independent values that now source the foundation and the grounded steps that we can walk on in order to express this authenticity and individuality. Even the semi-sextile the moon is making to a 0 degree Neptune is founding these steps on the birth pangs, the beginning of, once again, a new way to act off of yourself, not to really even see yourself, to take action when it comes to reflecting who you are. All right. It'd be interesting to see how this affects branding. It'd be interesting to see how this affects, the way people identify with themselves moving forward. But thankfully, a moon in Taurus like this really does favor instant manifestation and an unconventional redefinition of what you understand is valuable about you through this unconventional exploration and innovation of your own values. All right. Of course, at this stage, you don't necessarily want to hold yourself back by continuing to go back and forward with people who have not demonstrated that they really know what they know versus just wanting to, argue with you pointlessly back and forth to distract you from your sense of focus. These beings honestly are just misery wanting to find company. And it's a reminder that no one who is actually miserable would waste their time trying to even open up points like this under the guise of being critical versus actual criticism, which by its nature is constructive and not a waste of time. So just keep that in mind. When the moon is in Virgo, we will go in at length into a critical understanding of what we can shift about a developing behavioral pattern. Until then, this is going to ground the values and qualities that will lead into this formation of new habits. So I think you could look forward to a very physiological and tangible / practical understanding that you'll sense, touch, taste, right? This is kind of reintroducing these sensory capabilities in alignment with this authentic direction you'll be moving into. But because this is still also a second stage activation, the activation is the new moon in Aries, the moon in Taurus, and then of course the moon in Gemini. Okay, what the fuck? Anyway, other than that, yeah, this will most definitely... I'm trying to think, what did I do after the shower? Because, is it? I think I put some lotion on. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, shit. Other than that, yeah. The new moon in Aries, the moon in Taurus, and then the moon in Gemini, which is going to activate the first part of the cycle. Then by the time the moon's in Cancer, we're going to integrate it and then prepare for that full moon. But you want to definitely see a transit like this as actively manifesting the natural energy through your bioenergy, through the circulation of energy in your body to produce in your mind. Not only is this going to be the natural groundedness that will prepare to express voltage through Gemini, but it's going to really bring you up to speed at how much stronger you've become. The moon in Taurus will sextile at the end of this transit the Pisces perspective, grounding at current the shifting nature of your beliefs so that you can assign what grounded values and just natural quality of mindset is needed to support said beliefs, but still also creates grounding for you to stand on these values. So it's not enough that you've activated who you are. What do you stand for? And what are you understanding has innovated about previous values that align with this new direction? What is that going to manifest for you? And everything that you begin to manifest here and gain more perspective around is what will integrate moving forward, especially by the time it's in Leo. Everything you're manifesting here will be talents you get to express through Leo on stage. Coming out of Chiron and coming into values makes people very weird, especially with the square to Pluto. So you could be dealing with, such extreme differences in values with other people. And once you go against certain people's beliefs or values, they take that as an attack on themselves, because they're either really extreme, they have no mutable awareness, they suck at seeing other people's viewpoints. So, in taking it offensive, they'll take it as an attack and then attack you. Once again, only miserable people do that, or dumb people. You don't have to be dumb. There's nothing wrong with an open discourse of allowing others to share opinions you don't even believe in, just for the sake of, free flow, instead of just creating unnecessary tension because it has to be your way or the highway. This is the stubborn quality of Taurus that really won't do you well, especially with the Pluto square. It's only going to bury you deeper into an echo chamber. But you know how many people love that type of shit. So yeah, other than that, we are also going to have, this sextile with Mars in Cancer to the Moon in Taurus. And as these values kind of align, some people need excuses in order to, permit them to do things that don't have integrity. Then you have people who don't need an excuse. They're just going to do it anyway. So this really gives you a natural understanding of what grounding most people are working on. Most may operate off of shifting stand that really isn't grounded on anything true. Some people you'll see stand on truth that can last, powerful winds blowing through it because they are on a firm foundation. And you want to be mindful. The second house, which is this psychology we're coming into, is all about confidence. It's all about security. It's all about self-esteem. So those who you will be seeing exhibit the most insecurity on a day like today and tomorrow, making fun of other people, getting at other people to kind of mask the insecurity they hold inside, because insecure people need someone to feel better than. It supports their lack of self-esteem in themselves because they're stupid and weak little bitches. Like, they made the choice to be weak and stupid, which is just never a good combination. This is going to really expose, once again, the level of insecurity or security. That's what the second house is, security. Whether financially, some people need to be financially secure in order to feel secure within. You could tell because money is all they have, so that's really all they have with which to feel better than other people, and those are some of the most miserable people. But then you also have people whose values are built on eternal things that don't really wither away or and actually last beyond this. And it's spiritual mumbo jumbo to say, but it's divine in practice to actually express. And the Uranian aspect of this conjunction will redefine the way you do now that Neptune is in Aries, now that Mercury has retrograded back into Pisces with Venus, to shift a lot of your beliefs in the active reawakening of yourself, which is a lot of what Neptune in Aries is going to facilitate. Not only this reimagining, but a reawakening of how you now transcend your individual actions. It is a return to authenticity. And yeah, I think over the next 14 years, it's going to be very amazing to see. But until then, really buckle up, lock down, and come into this natural, grounded understanding. It may slow things down, but it will really redefine your footing, and make sure you're not standing for goddamn bullshit. And be okay to shift your mind should that be revealed, so you're standing on something solid. Better to actually call yourself out than to just do what everyone else is pressuring you to do, and then you all just kind of fall into quicksand together. Other than that, you guys stay blessed as always. I do want to harp on, you did manifest original powers. You manifested new powers, reawaken and align to where you're at now. So this is going to ground the natural feeling of that. This is going to ground the unconventional nature of all that. And y'all stay blessed as always, man. Peace.